Blessings, guys. Your girl coming back in with another one. And I'm going to try to make sure I'm saying this loud enough because it's a little bit windy. And I was trying to make sure that the wind was kind of pretty much done, but it does what it do. Alright, so let's get right into this. When you guys see that title, when they see normal. Okay, we're going to get right into it, so I won't hold y'all. But when they see normal, so I was speaking with someone earlier in the week, and she is no longer with the narc, but she was reminiscing, telling me about things that happened during the relationship. I know a lot of us got stories. And I was like, you know what? That's interesting. That's very interesting, because I know, most evil narc probably did this many times. And I probably saw it, but didn't look at it this way. But now that I think back, I'm like, yeah, they do that. So she had her family members coming to town, and they was coming to town, and everybody was splitting up everyone at other family members' houses, so that everybody can be there for whatever this. I think it was an event or a reunion or something. It was a event. So family members came, was coming up soon or whatever. And she mentioned it to the narc, and they got into an argument, of course, because, the narc don't want to be around anything that's fun. The narc don't want to be around anything that doesn't have anything to do with them. So they have to do something. So it got to the point that he was doing too much and crashing out, and she just told him he has to go. So she got rid of him before they even got there. So it kind of made more room for another couple to come, one of her cousins and her husband and kids. So she's like, they was there reminiscing, playing cards, just having fun and everything like cousins do. You know how we be, cuz. Let's get them dominoes, let's get them cards, cuz. They're getting their little drink on, just having fun. And narc, kept, ringing her phone, texting, kept stalking, and she was ignoring the narc. But then the narc, pulled on her heartstring, and she let the narc come over, whatever. So you know how they do. Once they get in, they don't go. So the family members, they were going to be there, not the whole week, but, more than 3 days. And the narc trying to keep it cool because it knows it wants to crash out, because she's playing cards and things with her family, and, they're having a great time, which it was something that the narc could also do. But it wasn't about the narc. It was about them reminiscing, having fun, laughing. And, it's not about the narc. But what happened was, the whole entire time, her cousin that was there, the husband was, checking on the kids, putting them in the bath, putting them to bed, made sure they ate, checked on his wife, throughout the, the night that they're having fun, and, putting things away and asking her if there's anything that, she need before, they get ready to go to bed at night. So he'd been doing this throughout the days that they were there. And of course she was doing the same. But, all of a sudden, one night, she said that they was going to bed, and the narc, started an argument over whatever. And it was over her family, like, they're just here, and he think he all that, and they're just in the way, and I know you're gonna be acting funny, not because you've been acting funny since they been here, like I don't exist, starting a whole argument and everything. And the cousins them heard this. And so the next day, the cousin, gave her cousin side eye, like, do we need to talk? But the point of the narc raging and spazzing out on her was that he was jealous. He was jealous of seeing a normal relationship. He was jealous seeing a normal man that knows how to love his wife, that knows how to be a father, that knows how to be a good family member and respectful to someone's home, how they were laughing and he was enjoying the time with his kids and his wife and everything like that. And they had more fun with the other family members when they had the event, because he tagged along anyway to the event, and he was seeing all the other males treating their women like queens, when he know that he's not capable of any of that. Well, he doesn't treat her like anything. He knows that she deserves that, and that's what she probably wants. And she know that if she ever come across any men that's like the men in her family, she gonna be gone and he gonna be solo dolo. That's what they do. They just push and push and push and push, and then try to grasp at any excuse on why it ended, or blame you or say you wanted something else. Not that it was them. Yes, they do. They get jealous of other men. And some of them like will try to befriend one of the men that they're jealous of, so they could somehow sabotage, because they just a snake in a circle. You know, it. She was like, yeah, girl, because I was thinking, what is he talking about? And he was jealous. She was like, he was jealous because, you know, my cousin man was just being a man, and he came over after talking about he wanted to talk and whatever, and started crying. And my cousin husband saw this and was looking at him crazy. Like, that's so embarrassing. You know, your family's in town and this person is acting a fool and showing all out and crying and embarrassing you, and they're seeing that this is your life. This is what you go through. If they're doing this in front of us, imagine what you go through by yourself with them. She said she was so embarrassed. Because, yes, they will. The women, I ain't even got to talk about them narc women. Narc women are always jealous of other women and the things that they do. But this is the male side of it. And I was like, wow. Yeah, they'll do it. They're more covert and low-key when they're hating on another man. Because they'll talk to him and everything. And the whole entire time, they hating on another man. But them female narcs, they just overt with it. They'll let you know that they don't like you. They'll just be doing underhanded backstabbing and, you know, hating on you, throwing shade and all of that, you know, right to you openly. But not these males, because they don't want the other men to see they you know, blank card. You know, they don't want them to see that girl card, we'll say it like that. They don't want them to see that. But boohoo and crying in front of company, it's already a wrap. They synced it. They saw it. It is. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. That's what I just want to say on this video. It's like the things that they do, and in their brain, they're not seeing it the way people see it. Normal people. How normal people are from the outside looking in, and they on the inside of their psychotic ass brain looking out and thinking that everybody can see it their way, or thinking someone's going to empathize with them. What he thought the man was going to do, come over and give him a big old hug like, oh man, it's okay. What are we doing here? What he wanted the husband to be his therapist? Dr. Damn Phil or something? Like, what did he expect? Because, well, I guess they be expecting, and then I got to go, for someone to just be on their side. He probably wanted him to, like, later on be, or come to him and be like, yeah, man, it be like that sometimes. You know, all these women be blah, blah, blah. But that didn't work, because he already got clocked. He already got clocked as the sucker and the punk and the narcissist that he is. Weak, too. A weak. I can't even say man. That's why sometimes when I be talking to these women and they be telling me things about these narcs, and they be like, yeah, this man. I'm like, please just stop calling them a man. Please just stop calling them a man or a woman, because that's not how adult. They not adulting, okay? They're not manning and they not womaning. So don't call them what they not. Call it what it is. Clock it. Be blessed.